It's funny how sometimes a single sentence can just hold a universe of wisdom. Today, we're going to unpack one of those ideas, a really profound perspective that could totally change how you look at life's biggest challenges. So, let's dive in.
I mean, that's a pretty direct statement, right? It's almost defiant. It challenges our most basic instinct. It's so simple to read, but man, is it so much harder to actually live by. And that's because, let's be real, our first reaction isn't courage, it's fear.
Okay, so let's start right there, with the fear itself. Because if we're being completely honest, our gut reaction to any kind of difficulty is almost always to avoid it.
But why? Why is that our default setting? Why do we instinctively shy away from the very things that might be essential for our own growth? It's a question that really gets to the heart of what it means to be human.
Well, it actually comes down to our wiring. Our brains are literally designed for self-preservation. They're hardwired to look for comfort and stability. So if you feel that urge to back away when things get tough, that's not you being weak. That's literally your survival instinct doing its job.
But to really get what this idea is all about, we need to have a clear understanding of what darkness even means here, because it's a much bigger concept than you might think.
And this part is so important. Darkness isn't just about feeling sad or being in a bad situation. No, it's any moment of serious challenge, a time of deep confusion, a stretch of uncertainty that pushes you right up to the edge of what you believe you can handle.
And this can look different for all of us, right? It might be a huge setback at work. It could be the grief that comes with a personal loss, or maybe just a long, foggy period of deep self-doubt. It's that feeling of staring into the unknown, or just trying to get back up after a failure. These are all moments of darkness.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. This is where the whole perspective flips on its head. What if these dark times aren't just random, meaningless things we have to suffer through? What if they actually have a purpose?
This is the core idea right here. The struggle isn't some obstacle getting in the way of your life's journey. It is the journey. It's not a bug, it's a feature. This way of thinking completely reframes darkness as a fundamental, maybe even a necessary part of a meaningful life.
Just think about these metaphors for a second. You literally cannot see the stars without the darkness of the night. You don't get a diamond without a ton of pressure, and you would never discover your own true strength without a struggle to test it. One just can't exist without the other.
And it's the exact same thing when you look inside yourself. It's only through confusion that we're forced to search for clarity. It's by getting through setbacks that we build real resilience. And yeah, it's often in those lonely, difficult moments that we gain the deepest kind of self-awareness.
So if we accept that the darkness is necessary, the next logical question is, what do we do about it? How do we actually find that light that the quote promises? Let's talk about the how.
First things first, let's get really clear on what we mean by light. This isn't about finding some magic switch to just feel happy again. The light is the wisdom you gain. It's the strength you build. It's the clarity you find because you went through the darkness. It's forged in the fire, not found by escaping it.
So what does that path actually look like? Well, it starts with just acknowledging it. Instead of fighting the difficult moment or running from it, you just let it be there. Then you get curious. You start searching for the lesson. Ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? And finally, you recognize your own strength. You take a second to notice that just by getting through this right now, you are becoming more resilient.
Okay, so let's boil all of this down into one simple, powerful idea you can carry with you into the future. And here it is. This is the reframe. What if every single challenge you face isn't some kind of punishment for something you did wrong? What if instead it's a preparation for where you need to go next? That changes everything.
And just like that, we're back where we began. But everything looks different now, doesn't it? The quote feels less like a command and more like a compassionate truth. The fear is still there, it's natural, but now maybe we can see the purpose behind what we're afraid of. The light isn't just at the end of the tunnel, it's the strength we're building while we're still in it.
So I want to leave you with this question, something to really think about. Instead of only focusing on how hard your current challenges are, try asking yourself this: what wisdom, what strength, what new clarity is this experience creating in me? What light are you on the verge of discovering?